The crystals of creation have revealed themselves. Evils emerge across the multiverse. The armies of the abyss gather. The Underdark's plans are near fruition. Chaos erupts across all spheres, and darkness descends on the planes. Alliances are forged in blood. The gods move avatars like pawns on a board, and unlikely heroes emerge to thwart the unstoppable. But will it be enough before the material plane crumbles? The hopes rest in a group of wayward adventurers. The battle of the Outlands awaits.
Where did we last leave off? Well, our adventurers helped seal the Stained One's prison with a little help of the Dakani druids called the Gatekeepers, and some help from the Lord of the Blades and the dragons of Argonesson. They shared in a brief revelry before taking their leave back onto their ship. Slipping out of Shard Sphere, they noticed some drastic changes to Wildspace. On top of that, they were just spotted by an Illithid dreadnought. Well, our adventurers unraveled the Illithid plans, figure out where to go in the Astral Sea, or end up having to ask for directions at the next Astral gas station. Only time will tell. So, we are going to start out with you, Charles, because the last thing that you saw was the bright light as you held on to the heart of Cerberus. And could you please roll me a wisdom check, please? Or saving throw.
Some saving throw, you guys.
Yes, please. Start it out. Roll the dice.
All right, good.
There you
Good
go.
start.
Ooh.
Starting off strong.
Okay.
Oh no.
This arcana that is held into this, while in a weakened state, is still the most powerful artifact you have ever felt. It's vibrating in your hands. It begins to take control of your mind. You are now connected to this heart of Cerberus. You are now inside of this heart of Cerberus. And there, in front of you, is an outline of a massive dragon head. It is so bright, it's like looking at the snow in a sunny day, you know? It's like hard to see and keep your face
Just
on this dragon.
a dragon head, just massive outline there.
Yeah.
This extraterrestrial space.
Yes, it's bright white all around you. It's hard for you to see. It is beckoning you towards this dragon head. And he says,
"Child, please sit. We need to discuss."
you have full control of your body now. Do you want to sit next to this dragon? What do you want to do?
Yeah. Is there like a seat, or is it just like on the
As you
mystery
look,
floor?
you can roll me an intelligence check.
Much better.
Oh my gosh. No. For an instant, you see there might be an outline of a chair, but it dissipates. And he...
There is still much you need to learn. This space you could control with your mind. You can make something material from just your thoughts. But I too am out of strength. I have used much of it to save the spheres and keep each world intact. If not, the gods would be free to travel without worshippers. Also, the universe has a unique arcana frequency. Each world has a unique arcana weave. And if I wasn't able to save the spheres, it would be all gone.
Well, the weave that each world has would be gone?
The arcana that is unique to here, Eberron, would be wiped away, replaced by something else. And I don't know what, and I don't want to find out what that is.
Sure. I see.
Child, my name is Sybaris. I am a progenitor dragon. And you are like Eberron, part of the mortal Eberron. But there is also Kyber inside of you. I can feel it. There's good. There's me, Sybaris. You are, now, the child of the progenitors, bonded to this sphere. Go and find out what these Illithid are doing, and find out why the Astral Sea has replaced the Phlogiston.
Sure. That sounds great. When you say that I'm a child of Sybaris, what do you mean by that?
While there is something evil inside of you, I can feel there's something good there too. You are like this realm, Kyber of evil, me of good, and the mortal inside of you that makes you, you.
You said that something happened to the astral realm is taken over or something?
The Illithid.
My friends know that. They kind of travel through space a lot.
They will find out eventually. The Illithid had used me, my heart, my most powerful part of me, an ancient artifact, this gem you hold. He used it to bridge Kyber with the 13th moon and a manifest stone to punch a hole through our crystal sphere and create a gateway to the Astral Sea, flooding whatever is beyond my crystal sphere into the Astral Sea.
Gotcha. That does not sound ideal.
We don't know why, but I have used my last strength to formulate some arcana to keep these spheres together. But it's going to take me centuries to regain my strength. And for that, I fear Kyber will rise again.
Yeah, I will see what I can do about that.
And you stand up as these white coitals. How do you call them? Coatels? Couatl?
It might be coatl. Yeah, something like that.
This is coatl.
Okay, so this white coatl, very big. You can tell this is old compared to the younger ones that are around it. Flies over Sybaris' head and says, "We are using the silver flame to save the material plane." And he's like, "Me and my other quaddles are using part of Sybaris to create a wall of the Astral Sea within the dust of the crystal spheres. We have sacrificed again."
So what can I do? Can I take some of this silver flame or anything back with me?
The silver flame is within you. It burns. You have been bonded to this sphere. A part of Eberron, Kyber, and Sybaris are within you now. The rest is up to you. I have no answers, just more questions.
That makes two of us.
Okay. And do you want to take your leave?
Yeah, I guess I'll just try to manifest the energy, make like a door, and walk out of there.
Okay, give me an intelligence check, please. 15?
Come on,
15?
you're smart. That's the one thing you got.
15.
There we go.
Yo.
16.
Okay, flavor. What happened?
So as soon as they're done talking and Charles realizes that they're not gonna really give him any direction, he just remembers what the dragon had said, and he focuses and imagines a doorway matching like the types on the ship that he's been traveling on, and walks through it.
And you walk right into your bedroom. You're in your bedroom, so it's up to you if you want to flavor it walking into your room or out into the hall.
We'll be walking into the hall.
Okay. So you open up the hall. There is a little bit of commotion. You're hearing some yells up above. You hear Texas arguing. You hear Towak yell for someone to get on the shields. There's something going on up above. And we'll leave you off there. And we're going to go to Jay. Jay, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. A 14.
14.
Awesome. So you hit your head pretty good into the swarth, if you didn't know, and you blacked out. Though you still took damage, unfortunate. So
Yeah, it's crazy out there. You know, that swarth is really hard to control when you're used to just fighting with your hands and feet.
and you awaken, and there is Civil, and she's kind of like rubbing some poultice into like a bandage, and then beside you is Stanton, and as soon as your eyes flutter awake, he kind of stands up and he's like, "Oh, you're awake," and Civil also reacts to that.
Yes, I believe I hit my head. What have I missed?
Well, there was a god that arisen that Zoroth and the gatekeepers were able to repel. Kurgan punched a god, and we teleported onto the ship, and there's something going on up above, but I'm not leaving your side right now.
Jay will nod and stand up and do like a quick mental check. Everything's fine. Like he hasn't lost another hand or anything.
No. Actually, you give me a perception. Yeah. Actually, give me a medicine.
And do 21.
Okay. You do notice that the hand is beginning to fester. The nub part. Beginning to get a little blacker.
All right. Can I tell if it's blacker like the black blood blacker or blacker like disease blacker?
You would have to probably spend a little bit more time to study this in this quick look over. If you have a little time, maybe with Civil, you guys can figure it out a little bit.
And it sounds like a fight's going on up. So what Jay is going to do is he's going to quickly unwrap the wound, or the stump, and basically pour a potion of healing on it.
Okay.
And then wrap it up with fresh bandages.
Amazing. And she quickly gives you a poultice to slaps it on your head where pretty big gash you got from hitting the side of the Zwarth. Okay.
Have I had a short rest or any kind of rest since the fight with
we'll give
the
you a
Zwarth?
long rest. Everybody had a long rest. Cool. You too, Charles. We're going to head to the top of the ship, Now, actually, we'll stay with Jay. Jay, what do you want to do? Do you want to...
After that quick rebandage health potion on it, Jay will head up to the top of the ship because it sounds like there's a fight going on and they need a pilot.
As you open the door, you see there's Charles. He opens the door, steps out.
Jay nods to Charles because Jay doesn't know that he vanished.
Yeah.
And go, there's a fight up on deck. Do you know what's going on?
Not at all. Let's go find out.
Together, we march up to the top of the deck.
And that's where we'll leave you guys off on the top of the deck. It's pretty big chaos. Toak is in the minor helm. He can only go 3 spell slots into it, so 3 squares. You just saw a nautiloid ship see you and now is turning in your direction. You have Kurgan is on the wing. Zoroth, what are you doing? Kurgan, you're in charge of the NPCs since you're the senior guy on deck right now.
I guess I was told the last session by Dax for me to grab the main helm because I can cast met.
Okay, so you jump into the major helm, and as you get into it, you have to attune. And as you do, you attune. You can now feel like you are a part of the ship. You feel Jay and Charles are underneath and they're running up. You feel Rockard is eating some food by the chest area. There's very high magic going on. There is down in that area, you feel you've never felt such magic before as what's underneath there. You don't even need to roll an Arcana check for that. What do you want to do here?
Well, I assume, because I think I would assume it would work like the same way the Swarf did.
You would put in a spell for me, and what level, and that's how many squares you can move with your ship to be able to turn. That's on Kurgan. You can only go forward or backwards with your squares. Now, until he makes a check, a strength check, then you can turn. So, how much energy do you want to put into this wharf? It's going 3 spell slots right now, so it probably want something more than 3.
I mean, I have 6 level spell slots.
Okay, is that what you want? All right, is that what you wanted to do?
I am just going to take it safe right now. I'm going to 5th level first.
Okay, so you mark one of those 5th levels off, and now you can move 5 spaces forward. And when Kurgan wants to turn, let me know, Kurgan. Okay, which direction are you going?
Which direction is the ship?
This,
Which direction is forward and backwards right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. I got 2. All right, so this is Eberron.
Oh yeah, this is us now. Yeah.
And so you were heading this direction, and then that's where the ship, as you were coming this direction, you saw the nautiloid. But remember, this is the Astral Sea. You have the old map means nothing. You don't know where anything is. So
well, I didn't know either way before, so
yeah, he wasn't on the ship.
yeah.
So I guess we'd just go 5.
So you can move 1 square, and then Kurgan can turn, and then you can move another square. It's up to you.
I think we should probably try and turn away. But I don't want to get our back end on this thing's broadside, which could be not good.
Okay, so go ahead and move the ship up to 6 squares.
maybe like here or 6 squares you said or 5? I did 50.
You did 5th, so 5 squares, sorry.
So maybe we go this way, maybe?
Okay, so we do one. Go ahead, one at a time, so I can reveal. Just move your ship. All right, right there. Hold on. There you go. Now where? That's 1. You got to keep going straight. Okay, there's 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, hey homies, is it possible to call out a turn at this point in time?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Can...
I was...
Okay.
Okay, what do I need to roll? Strength check?
Yeah, I need you to roll me a strength check, and you see this nautiloid, and you are turning hard. It's with advantage anyways because you have somebody helping you.
Sweet.
I'm going to need a 17. I think that's pretty good here. 7.
Well, I got a +8, and I got a natural 20.
Oh, flavor it. What do you got?
Okay, so as we're sort of zooming through space, we can just barely see these sort of the tentacles of this nautiloid, this other one sort of come behind a small asteroid or whatever, and Kurgan immediately sort of hauls onto his wing, and he curves it only slightly, but he does it with enough sort of finesse and enough force to sort of make the ship almost do a complete U-turn in the small space that they were in.
Nice. Okay, put your ship anywhere to square adjacent, anywhere you want.
How do I do the dot ping? All right. Right here in this one, if you don't mind.
Ahead. Put it there. What's that? 1? Is that 5 right there?
There's 5 right there, yeah.
All right there. Go ahead. I'll put it there.
Right. Yeah, I still can't move it, unfortunately.
You can't move it? Okay.
Nope.
I think it's on the background layer, so...
Okay, so we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 1, 2, 3. So who's on the shield?
Timmy, right? Isn't Timmy always on the shield?
Timmy's on the shield. Okay.
Yeah, was he always on the shield or always on the invisibility thing?
Did you use the invisibility?
Let me check my crew. We have not. We would have called that out. Timmy is on shield duty is what I have in my notes.
Okay. So this nautiloid is flying right past you. But as he does, he's going to attack. So...
slight correction that probably doesn't matter. It's not Timmy on shield duty. It is Trowman on shield duty.
Okay. And
yes.
If the nautiloid's ballista comes out, fires, and just like flies right over your heads and out of the way, and it's going to go right here, and I need to roll me a d20, and it smashes the side of it into this rock asteroid, and I will reveal that area right there. There is an asteroid right there. Slams the side of it, and pieces of the nautiloid break off. Okay, it is your crew's turn. Do it any order you guys want, but you have to continue in this straight line unless Kurgan wants to turn.
Quick question. These spaces, are they 6,666 miles, like it says on the map?
Yeah, unfortunately, that would consist of 10 million miles per hour per turn. So, yeah.
Just wondering how it would be to cast spells across. Can't do it. Got it. Jay would like to do the sensible thing. And Jay, upon seeing the ballista go right over deck, will sprint over and attempt to turn on the invisibility field.
Okay. And you are able to do that, no problem. So the ship goes invisible. Now, Kurgan, do you want to turn here?
Yeah, I'd like to turn again, turn in the other direction.
Okay.
Now that we're invisible.
Yep. Ping what direction?
So like down here.
All right.
Actually, no. I was gonna move it to here if that's okay with you.
Fine. That's fine. Oh wait.
Straight down? Do I have to do a check?
I'm sorry. Strength check.
All right.
It's 18. It's getting a little bit more difficult, tighter situation.
21.
21. No problem. Move it right there.
The other one was a natural one, so I'm glad that I got that.
Ooh. All right. There you go. Okay. All right. Zoroth, do you want to keep the speed that you're going?
Yes.
Okay. Then keep moving in a straight line until somebody want to control that ship in a straight line.
Yeah. I still can't use it.
So just straight down?
Yeah.
Hold on, I will read.
And this one.
Oh, please, don't do that straight.
Ooh, yo, I think maybe it's time to turn again.
So
Hey, yo,
what
I'm
you
looking
see
at the information.
is a bigger nautiloid ship right to your right as you're flying down, and below this is what you guys actually one of your crewmates wants to roll me a history check as they look. What do they? Go ahead.
Charles is up on deck, so he should probably make the check.
Yeah, I got this. I've been doing great with my checks so far.
Mm-hmm. You can't get it wrong.
13. It's better than average, but you don't know the type. You don't know where it was used, but it's not a cargo ship to you. It's probably a slaver ship, but that's as far as you can probably deduce with a 13. Anything you want to do, Charles, here before they... I want to speak.
We've got someone on shield, and we just went invisible. And we've got someone pumping spells in to make us go fast.
Yep.
And we've got someone steering.
There's the ballista.
Yeah, but we just went invisible.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
want
so-
to
Okay.
use that.
So do you want to
yeah,
hold?
I'll just
Do you want to hold an action?
Actually, I'll ask Kurgan. We didn't leave a ravishing god to destroy the planet on Eberron, did we?
No. The Ilhard, the boar thing, that thing was just sort of running wild, but don't worry. On Eberron, I just punched this one in the face and it fell back down in the hole. So
very
we're
nice.
fine. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I want to know,
And
Charles.
Kurgan-
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you do with your orb? I didn't ask.
Let's see if I have anything to try to...
All right, let me know. Sorry, Kurgan. I forgot. That's pretty pertinent information. Go ahead.
I think Kurgan was just gonna, seeing this new big ship, would have tried to turn again, but he doesn't know what's in front of him at all, so maybe he's just gonna try and go down here.
You turn. Is that a straight line? I think your straight line would be.
I think our straight line would be like down here.
Yeah.
Straight line would be straight down.
Yep. So you gotta give me a turn. Looking no advantage on this one, because I'd give you
Just flat?
disadvantage. Yeah, I'd give you disadvantage. 17 straight.
Oh, 27.
Nice. Go for it. Turn it.
I'm a big strong boy.
Faces, 3 stars.
Hey, there it goes.
My reveal. All right. Oh, wait, what the?
That's the exact
reveal.
opposite order.
I hit
We go
reveal.
to the
I don't
hole.
know what's going on here.
How many more spaces?
I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think one
It
more.
has one more. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
Ooh, looks like we're gonna need to make another plan.
Okay, my turn. Somebody roll me a perception. Wonder who.
You know, I think I would love to make a perception because it says the invisibility cloak is on the battle deck, so I feel like I should be able to see.
Yeah, you can see. 23.
23.
The nautiloids behind you, they're picking something up. They can't, you're pretty sure you're invisible, but they seem to be like slowly edging their way closer to you than that you think after turning a couple times. You just get a hint. So they're onto something and you don't know what. It is now the crew's turn. What are you doing?
Well, I think we're going to turn.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's time to turn. Hey, Kyoga, you mind turning a little bit?
I think we can just go straight ahead. I'll turn.
All right, go ahead. Tough, rough turn. It's a disadvantage 17.
Oof, that is a 16 total.
Okay.
Damn it. Hey, damn, Tex isn't here.
No,
if only Tex was here.
You hit the asteroid, kind of bounce off of it, taking 2d12 damage, so 14 hit points off your ship. Somebody please dock that off your ship.
Is our ship at full HP right now?
Ship.
Before being hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Full HP. Okay, pieces of the underside just get scraped. A couple of the boards shatter. There's a big crack on the side as you bounce off this asteroid, but are turning. Go ahead. Move yourself that in 5 spaces. Go ahead.
5? Well, I don't have 5 different spell slots left.
No,
you only use one.
Yeah.
You've only used one to set a base speed, and then you basically lock in a cruise control.
Yeah.
So you've only used one 5th level spell slot.
You're good.
And then we go one more straight down unless anyone's turning. So, ooh, hey, I think it's time to turn.
Okay, this thing is gonna fire on you guys.
Even though we're invisible?
But with disadvantage. It's picking up on something.
It's picking up a lot of scanners.
Picking up on some disadvantage on your ship.
Captain, Tetrion field up
So
ahead.
horribly,
Or distortion field or something.
it picked up where you were. You like, it V-line like, something. Something's going on. They're like fired right at it, and they're like started to turn their ship in the direction that you're going.
Kurgan, with Phil helping you, can you make a turn?
That's a tough turn. 17 disadvantage.
With Phil helping you, it equals it out.
That was
Good old
the advantage.
Phil.
That was the advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
The whole time. He was hoping the whole time.
Just one flat die. Come on, baby. Give me a 9 or higher. And I don't
We got
need
that
total.
one for the punch.
24.
Boom.
Hey.
Okay, move it where you want.
Do we, before we continue, do we know, we have no idea what's out here, don't know where the exit is, anything like that, because
No.
of the Astral Sea Phlogiston. All right.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. There's no more Phlogiston, so you're just run for your life here. Okay.
It's still the crew's turn.
Yep. You guys can do whatever you want until they do their 5 squares, and then it's their turn. You guys.
I'm gonna try. So this is the astral realm
Yes.
where the space used to be.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to imagine an exit in front of us.
Okay. Give me an Arcana, please. Actually, I'm intelligent. I'm sorry. Is that the same? Arcana.
No, this has more proficiency.
I'm sorry. Intelligence,
No.
not Arcana. Using.
16.
Okay, so there's a door, and your ship just runs into this door, and it shatters. It's a thought, so no damage. But you created a door. It wasn't just a way to get anywhere. But you're onto something. You're like,
Okay.
oh, nice.
Hey, guys, you remember how we traveled on those dragons in the astral plane the one time?
No.
Oh yeah, I remember my one. His name was... what was his name? Snort or something?
Snort.
Well, I think there are similar shenanigans here.
Okay, can Jay make a check to do that?
Intelligent? Of course. Go ahead. Roll me an
All right.
intelligence.
Flat intelligence, you know, Jay is the most intelligent.
Before you do, what are you doing with your intelligence?
Okay, so Jay has been in the astral realm before, and he's also done a whole bunch of psionic mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
So what he is doing is what he wants to do is right now he's not thinking of getting a gate to a different place. He is thinking of transporting us to a random spot in Astral Sea.
Okay, roll me an intelligence check, please.
Sure, like that.
It's gonna be fine. Somehow better than Charles.
Okay.
Nice.
Point to a place on the map.
Sure. This is a pretty big map. Not there. I was just trying to see anything in the darkness. Right there.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reveal it.
It is.
Hold on. Did I reveal? Reveal. Okay, that is where you end up, Jay. Floating right there.
Oh, you ended
Not the entire ship too, right?
Nope, just you.
All right, cool.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, snap.
You know what? I try. How do I? There's
there
an
you go,
itty bitty
Jay.
J.
You got it. There you go, Jay. You have enough.
Goliath.
Okay, okay.
Please tell me I'm
Also,
giant
you
Jay
see
swimming around.
Jay, color this. This is hilarious.
All right, so Jay, he centers himself on his inner piece, and he closes his eyes, and you see all the tattoos light up, and his eyes open, and whoop, vanishes.
And you're just floating in this astral sea. What is around you? Let's see. Oh, there's like this purpley slime, and this Illithid ship just flies off in a direction away from you. Doesn't notice you, as this purple slime is just floating. It's actually spreading its wings out and catching like a little bit of the air from you poofing in there, and is slowly flying away from you. All right. Okay. So anybody else want to do anything? Zoroth. I guess you have a couple of more movements if you want to. Somebody wants to move it straight. The left.
So that's another one, and I believe that's all the movement we have.
All right. So I will reveal this area, and I've got 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so Jay's in a bit of a pickle right now. Jay looks around, thinks a bit. Jay's going to attempt to go back on the ship with his mind.
Okay, it's going to take you 17. There you go.
17? Yeah, that's not going to happen for this foreseeable future. Yeah,
Oh,
16?
Okay. Move yourself. I'll move yourself right now. Boom. All right, hold on. I will reveal. Okay, you moved closer.
Hey.
You moved closer.
Hey,
Actually, you don't
eventually
know.
I'll get
You
back.
just like moved.
I just down in a different part of endless space, but at least I moved again. I'm hopeful.
Yeah. So you just thought you felt yourself move like in a general direction. You thought of a place, and now you're poofed right there. And on the crew, anybody want to do anything?
Where the fuck did Jay go?
Well, he took my advice. Not sure if that's a good thing. Hold on, I'll
Wait,
try
it was
to.
right next to me.
I'll try to think us over to him, and I'm gonna reach in and touch my new shard and try to use that to kind of channel the magic more powerfully than my own.
Now you're not using Arcana. You're using your straight intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. So you
I'm just
touch
kinda-
the orb. You feel
Use the
like
shard.
the shard. You feel the vibration emanating of Arcana. Now, why don't you roll me an Arcana?
Arcana or intelligence?
Arcana right now, because you're using the orb. And we'll see how Okay, 19. Oh, you feel a surge of energy of Arcana, like floating up your arm into your chest, and now your whole body's tingling with Arcana power. Now, would you like to roll the intelligence?
Yes, and I'm imagining, like I teleport a lot, and so I'm imagining this whole ship just skoosh right to wherever Jay is.
The whole ship, I'm going to look for a 26 intelligence.
Oh, okay. So I only have a +5 for intelligence.
Yeah. So a natural 20, because that's high level stuff. Yeah. The whole shit.
Casting the gate spell. I believe in you. I believe in the dream.
Ah, dang it.
17. Okay. So you didn't really specify, did you? Were
about
moving the ship, or did you?
No, yeah, I
moving it
all
to
of us
J or something.
Yeah,
moving it to J. Okay, put yourself right next to J. That would be awesome.
Okay.
It's like just standing by a road and all of a sudden a race car comes flying by. Oh, hey.
Color this. What happened here?
So I got so distracted by the surge of energy that I kind of forgot that I was in the ship. And so I just teleported myself like I usually do. And I just shoot. I'm now floating next to Jay.
That's awesome. Okay. And Jurgen, all of a sudden, Charles right beside you just poofs, disappears.
Charles disappears now. Kurgan's just like, oh, come on, what the fuck? And he probably would have done this before. He would have tried to get onto its bracelet and been like, hey, where the fuck are you guys?
Yeah, easily can contact them. Except for Charles. Charles doesn't have a bracelet.
I still don't have a bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Timmy gift. You haven't been gifted by Timmy.
So this thing is traveling at 6,000 miles an hour. It's got to stop if you want to get on, or you want to think yourself on. It's up to you.
So we can think ourselves back on if it continues moving?
If you can see it, so it's an easier DC, but it's still an intelligence check, and I'm going to give
I use
go ahead.
Dimension Door to try to lower that DC.
Dimension Door is only 500 feet.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you want to do Dimension Door, I'll allow you to just Dimension Door onto it.
Okay.
I would.
Astral Realm shenanigans.
Yeah, Astral Realm.
So I'll grab Jay, and below us, like the door to my room opens up again. And you just shoot.
Let's do an Arcana.
How does gravity work now?
Yeah, let's do Arcana. Do me Arcana, and just roll me a 13.
Dang it.
13.
Okay. 17.
Okay. So flavor it again. What happened?
So I just found myself next to Jay, and then see the ship go flying by. Oh my god, crap. So then I think of the door again, but this time I burn some of my magic and cast a spell that I know, and the door opens up beneath us, and I just grab Jay's feet as I fall down the door and pull him in also.
Awesome. And then where do you land on the ship?
The same doorway that I just went through, out of my room and into the hallway.
Oh, it's like
that's just the first thing he said. Yes.
Jay's like, did this even happen? What's going on?
Except we pulled down, and so we're sideways out the door.
Oh, sweet.
Walking on the side of the wall for a second, and then oh crap, what?
Yeah, if you could literally walk. Actually, both of you can walk up walls.
Yeah, I mean, Jake can walk up. We both slide out weird, and then we both realize, oh yeah, gravity, and then walk down to a normal place.
And then walk. All of a sudden, Kurgan, they walk up the top of the deck, back upstairs.
Sure, whatever. Kurgan just sort of he sees it and he's just like, okay. Cool, yeah, okay, and he just ignores it for now.
Yeah, we're Astral Realm buddies. It's kind of a weird mind thing. Don't worry about it.
And so, all of a sudden, behind you, these nautiloid ships are following you. But out of the darkness is dozens of red dragons with humanoid shapes on them, like reins. And all of a sudden, fire comes flaming out of these dragons onto these nautiloid ships, bursting them into flames. And there's battles commencing behind you.
Jay looks back at the dragons breathing fire and instinctively like recoils, thinking like the entire world's gonna blow up.
Exactly.
For a second, he goes, "Oh, things are different now." Yes.
Yeah.
I guess we continue on. Jay doesn't want to do anything, so is anyone giving the order to turn around to help the dragons?
That would be one person. Kurgan, do you want to turn around?
We've probably got it covered. It's like a dragon on each ship. I mean, I suppose if these Illithids had this sort of planned, they might have some star maps or whatever that we could use, updated ones. Maybe we could, okay, I'll do it. We're turning.
Okay. It's a full U-turn. Give me a strength of 17 with advantage.
Advantage again, nice.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Now we're not making tight turns around shit.
It's pretty wide.
20.
20. Okay. Go ahead. Move 6. You have 6 squares to go anywhere you want.
All right.
Figure out how to activating. You're right. Good call.
And as you get closer, Jay, your passive perception and those with good perception can see there's Githyanki on top of these dragons. And they have jumped off the dragon, are tearing holes in the side of this nautiloid, and 2 of these Githyanki jump into the nautiloid near to you as this red dragon is got 2 claws on the top of the nautiloid shell and is just ripping into it with his teeth and shearing it off.
We jumping in with them?
Does it look like it's safe to? It looks like it's safe to hop on.
Oh yeah, looks perfectly. I've never seen anything more safe than this.
You know, well, if the DM says it like that, did you guys know, all you fellows and friends, that this ship has a battering ram on the front?
Well, I thought we were trying to figure out what they know, or are we just blowing them up?
Yeah, but a quick way to figure out no is to stop at the ship so we can board it. And in order to do that,
let's do it.
No. Yeah.
I vote yay.
You know what? I think Kurgan would agree. Battering ram time.
Oh yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hey, battering ram time.
17 straight roll.
Straight roll. Damn it. If only it was advantage. No, that's a 14 to hit from the battering ram.
Okay, so you hit the ship, no damage to each side, but the ram, it's like jousting almost a little bit. Didn't get a solid hit. It like bended off, and please move your ship 1 square up. It kind of bounced.
So are we or are we not boarding this thing?
You're still going forward, and you didn't hit with the battering ram, so you can right there. You kind of bounced off of it. Not a good turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's that? How many spots you got left? You have 5.
So we went 1, 2, 3.
4, right?
I think 4 left.
1 left, right?
Yeah, 4 seems. Yeah. Let's go. Guess since we were heading diagonally, we just bounced. I think we go there.
Okay, I think, is that where you want to go? Okay, that's fine. All right, I will reveal that there. Okay, and it's their turn. They are gonna. So these dragons have taken control of the nautiloids. It looks like there's several Gith coming up out of these ships with Illithid heads. They're strapping it by the tentacles to its belt. You can see one has 2 heads on it. There's these Vorpal swords glowing blue, some yellow after these swords. and they hop onto their red dragons. You guys, remember, are still invisible.
If no objections, I think we continue on this battering ram crusade.
Oh yeah,
Can we,
why not? Element of surprise and all that.
Can we attempt to hit this one with our battering ram?
So give me, give me a strength. Need a 17 straight, please.
Battering ram check.
Nice.
All right, there you go. Slam into it for how much damage?
I believe it will take... Yeah, it takes 10 points of damage.
Yeah, but now your hole has punched a... actually, Flavor, what do you want to do?
So I feel like, because we all know how to pilot the ship, we do a battering ram in one of the best ways possible, as we just go in and then we slam into it and then are like battering ram forward, because this isn't shaped like a normal ship you're supposed to hit with a battering ram, kind of gets stuck on the nautiloid. Yeah, and just goes into grooves on the tentacle, and that's how we managed to get a hit in.
Okay, but it leaves a gash into the side. Plenty of running room into the ship right now if you want to board this nautiloid.
I mean, Jay would love to, and it sounds like the plan was to board some nautiloids.
Okay.
So,
5-minute adventure.
Anybody wants to board, give me a acrobatics or athletics. Looking for a 15. Who's going on
parkour? Jay is going to go on board.
Okay. Anybody else?
Can I get advantage because I can walk on walls?
You can do intelligence if you want.
Ah, damn it.
I think Jürgen might like to join as well.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. You just appear there, Charles. And Kiergan?
You said intelligence?
No, if you want to use intelligence, you can teleport there, but you can run and jump onto the ship and use athletics.
So athletic.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Run and jump.
Okay.
Total of 10.
Okay, 10. So, let's say the ship was backing out just as you're jumping, and you, stop for a second, and you do, a Jean-Claude Van Damme split, as one leg is on the nautiloid, and the other leg is on your ship, as it backing out a little bit. And, you end up, floating in between. So you're floating in between the two ships right now.
Brilliant.
Can I use telekinetic to pull him 5 feet closer?
He's got plenty of swords, right? Yeah, go ahead. Actually, it doesn't have to be metal, does it? Just
be hands.
Just 5 feet at a time. Just whoosh,
okay.
Yep. Reeling in a fish.
Do you need to roll anything for that, or is it just?
They can choose to fail it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You choose to fail.
Yeah.
Kiergan.
I choose to fail this one.
Okay.
So Kiergan, as you are doing your split, Charles will reach out his hand and then realize that he's weak and could not ever hope to pull you in. So instead he's just like the motion with your hands whenever you're scooping stuff off a table, just doing that and trying to reel you in with his mind.
Sweet. And you grab a hold of it, the side, and you pull yourself up onto the nautiloid.
And as we are on the nautiloid, Jay reaches down onto his hip and brings a horn up to his lips and goes,
shit. A roll. Okay.
And that is 14 berserkers that are loyal to Jay.
Do you have...
Oh my god.
There's not a lot of space, so they're they're all ahead of you down this hallway. There's one or two behind you. There's actually one that popped on the the roof a little bit of this nautiloid because you're not fully in. What's your order? Jay,
is there like a clear entrance, like a hole with a battering ram? Like that we can go into the ship?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Jay points down that hole and says, "Attack!"
And they start screaming as they go in, and you hear sounds of battle.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Jay's gonna follow him in.
Okay.
Charge.
Kurgan, what are you doing?
I'm just up on the deck, aren't I?
You are on the edge of this nautiloid hole that the battering ram punched a hole into. You saw Jay blow a horn that made a bunch of berserkers up here, and he ordered them into this hole, and they charged in. Charles is right beside you. He was cupping his hand and almost beckoning you to the side of the ship, and you made it to the side, and he's right beside you. What are you doing?
Well, I guess I'm just going to draw a sword, maybe rage, and just hack into some mind flayers if there's any out here.
Okay.
And if not, I'm just going to try and run in.
What sword?
Let's see.
It's like I forget every time Kurgan has like 80,000 swords. Like, all right, so you draw your sword, but which of the 70 swords on your back?
You're up next, Charles.
Let's do the +1 long sword. Actually, no, the sword of X-ray vision.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And Charles, what are you doing?
I'm looking around for any sorts of maps or like navigational charts or anything like that.
You can roll me an investigation. Zoroth, you had to stop your spell slots into the ship while you attack to keep the ship where it's at. So you're free to get up off of this chair if you want.
Okay, probably way too late for me to get on now. I mean, I could try still.
So they're right there. You can just make athletics, acrobatics, intelligence to get right where Charles and Kurgan are, if you want. Or you can remain on the ship.
If only I could use a performance check, but I'm
Nope.
try.
No problem. You make it onto the ship. You're about maybe, 20 feet behind Kurgan and Charles. Charles is, I assume, a little bit behind because you're like investigating while Kurgan is just looking through his sword. Okay, the berserkers are going crazy. Jay, roll me a perception, please.
Perception, you got it. 22.
You do see a berserker is fighting a Githyanki, and they are going at it. And this Vorpal sword is tearing into this berserker.
Jay will call it in common, basically to both the Githyanki and the berserker. Stop, friendly, on the same side. Hey, stop fighting them.
Okay, the berserker follows you. I'm going to give a wisdom check, see how he's doing. Oh, okay. So he is very well trained, and he hears you, and he goes, "The bonded," and he says, "Are these men yours?"
That's what the Githyanki says?
Yes, to you. He says, "The bonded," as he sees you.
Not sure about that title, but yes, these men are under my control. Sorry about any trouble they've caused.
Well, let's clear this freaking vessel and let's go up topside. Quick. They ran that way, and he points down a hallway.
Insight check.
Go for
Who
it.
knows what these filthy Githyanki might be trying to get me to do. 12.
And 13. Oh, sounds pretty like he's telling the truth.
Jay will just say, let us know if you see any star charts. They might have already plotted out this weird thing that's going on with space.
That's on you. I'm planning on their just cutting their heads off. Let's go. And he runs past you down the hallway, kicks open a door, and you hear a shriek as this Mind Flayer lets off one of his attacks. And Githyanki holds his swords up over his face a little bit, shakes it off, and then runs in.
Yeah, Jay will go and help this Githyanki out. He seems like a nice chap.
Okay. And
time to kill some Mind Flayers.
That's what you're doing. Kurgan, you're right behind them now in this hallway. You can go left and right. You saw Jay go to the left. What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna stay with a squishy Mr. Charles, just to make sure that he's okay and just sort of hold the fort out here in case any other Mind Flayers trying to assist this here vessel.
No problem. And Charles, that investigation was a what?
17.
17. You do not find any star charts, but you do find plenty of books that you have. With 17, it's all in Mind Flayer language. You don't have much to go on. There is a black one with, looks like a skull on it. There is an orangey tannish one that looks a bit more weathered. The pages look to be leather and skin of some type of animal. There is also several scroll cases that you shake that have paper in them.
Can I grab them all, or do I need to select one for each hand?
The books are going to be encumbering you a little bit, in the scrolls. I would say you can take one scroll, one book.
That's my plan. I'll take the, so there's the black skull or the tanned hides. We'll go with the old one.
Okay, so the tanned hide, leather pages, and a scroll. Okay, yeah. And you tuck those away, and you're a little bit behind, but Kurgan's right next to Zoroth. You catch up. You see Charles found like a desk area with a bunch of books on it, and he picked up one and a scroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna help with the books because if I fight, there's gonna be a lot of collateral damage.
Okay, you have a book. You have the black one and a scroll. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and let's go with Jay. You walk in there. The Githyanki is he's on one knee. He's got his hand up, grabbing the leathered armor of this Mind Flayer, and his Vorpal sword has sliced into his midsection, but this Mind Flayer has his hands over his head, about to come down with some type of attack on the head of the Githyanki. What are you doing?
It's times like these, give flank, Mind Flayers are not humanoids. Jay, from his bandolier, pulls out 2 daggers and goes, and throws them at him, at the Mind Flayer. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Takes 11 magic piercing, 1 poison.
Okay,
and
so 12. So it kind of disappears into his arm. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20 for 30 points of damage.
Okay, how do you finish this Mind Flayer off with that?
So as the Mind Flayer kind of like brings his hands up and tries to suck the brain out of the Githyanki, Jay throws a knife and hits like the Mind Flayer in the hand, and the Mind Flayer turns over to face Jay, and then Jay throws his other knife into the mess of tentacles and through the back of the Mind Flayer's skull.
That is sick. And the Githyanki gives a wide grin, and with one slice, the head comes off, and he holds it up to you. This one is for you.
Jay bows, and thank you kindly. and takes the mind flare head and wraps it using the tentacles and wraps it up in his robe.
He's like, I can see we can make a good team. Let's see if there's more. All right. And out in the hallway, the berserkers and the rest of the ship is being cleared. The berserkers have gone to freaking town. You said kill, not to get the. There's several berserkers that are on the ground, unconscious, eyes rolled up over their head, back of their heads, foaming a little bit and twitching. But there are plenty. With how many do you have? 14.
14.
Yeah, 14 of them.
Rolled to almost max.
Well, yeah. And it's now eerily quiet on the ship as the Githyanki says, climb aboard, let's go, let's get on topside, let's get out of here before they catch up on us. They can detect our thoughts, so there's no hard way to hide from these guys. We got to get out.
All right, okay. Jay will nod, and what Jay will do is as the gift goes topside, if he runs off after saying that, Jay will wait and make sure all his compatriots are still up and at him, make sure everything's fine, and then go.
Yeah. You run past, there's Kurgan, and there's Charles with a bunch of books in his hands and scroll, and same thing with Zoroth, and Kurgan's got his sword up, like protecting, right, Kurgan? I assume?
Yeah, I've just been basically acting as a bodyguard.
Yeah, that's what I pictured. And there you guys are. What are you doing?
Everyone good? Everyone fine? Ignore the mind flare. I killed one.
That's always a good thing. We ready to get off here?
Yeah, you collect everything you need?
Well, that's what we found.
Probably. We got some books, we got some maps, I think. That would be helpful.
Good. Back to the breach. Very well. Get one on topside, so let's go topside. And Jay will run up topside. Make sure it goes topside.
The ship is still invisible, so you walk out and you don't see the ship.
Yeah, okay.
We parked here, right?
Yeah, I think so. And Jay will basically do a sprint and jump to see if he can make it. Basically just jump into mid-air and see if he lands on the ship.
Athletics. Or acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
Either one.
16.
Yeah, you leap of faith, and you ever jump off a step and there's an extra step and you're like, yeah, that's what happened. You try to land and you're like, where is it? And bam, it hit a little too early and you kind of jolted a little bit, but you made a sick landing. And the rest of you guys see Jay just disappear.
All right. I guess I'll try that too. But I'll try it with teleporting.
Okay, give me intelligence.
2.
Okay. And you can roll me a percentage die on that for me.
All right.
He rolled an 8 and 85. Okay, so not too far off. One square next to it. It's fine. Wish you rolled a 1 or something. That would have been awesome. Kurgan and Zoroth, what are you guys doing?
You know what? I have a fun spell called Dimension Door, and I know exactly where the ship is.
Okay, it's true. You parked it. Why don't you roll me a percentage die?
I don't know exactly where it is, though.
Actually, roll me an Arcana. Just a 10 or higher.
As long as I don't roll a 1, I make it.
Yeah, there you go. 13. No problem. So,
I also
Arcana, no problem.
I also take Charles.
Can you get Charles? He's floating next to you.
I mean,
Kurgan?
Kurgan, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Kurgan, you going?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a big old long jump. I'm gonna sheath my sword first, so I don't accidentally.
Take you with me. I can just touch you and teleport.
He's gonna teleport.
Kurgan gets ready for a big old long jump, and then you just teleport him.
And he jumps. Like, he's on the ship and he jumps.
Straight into the wall. In the same hallway where everybody teleports apparently.
And you see there is Charles. He's like floating. He's like got a scroll just out of reach, and he's like trying to grab it. What are you guys doing? Charles is just floating just out of reach of you guys.
Jay will attempt to like basically. Can Jay like reach up with his long arms?
No, it's too far.
All right. Then Jay begins to run, and then he starts running upward on platforms of air, and I will cast Fly on myself.
Nice. Okay.
And fly up and grab our fun little wizard boy.
Is that new? Can you just...
Yeah,
got that?
now I can just cast Fly. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay. Flavor it. Like...
So... Yeah, what Jay does is he at first he like does the ride the wind of like starts flying and hovering, and like he's super unsteady, so he stops, and then he moves one of his arms, and a whole bunch of like platforms of condensed like cloud air begin just appearing upwards towards Charles, and Jay just runs along those.
Nice. And you get right to him, grab him, and
just quickly just run back
too?
down.
You grabbing that scroll?
I'm grabbing that scroll too.
Give me a dex. Give me a dex check, please, for the scroll.
Flat dex check.
Just
Can I help him?
no need. I was
Okay.
very minimal. I was looking for like a 12, and he got it with an 18. Grabbed the scroll, and grabbed his skull, and brought him back to the ship. Now, all of you guys are back on the ship. These dragons are flying away, and one of them comes awfully close to you, the one that helped you, Jay. He's like, we are going to Clanks. If you guys go onto your helm and think of Clanks, you might be able to appear there. But that's where we're going. And he flies off.
Well, let's think about Clanks.
Oh yeah, that's where we did the dragon mission with the white dragons.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know Clanks. Can one of you go on that helm and see that? I'm not really good at this. Obviously, I teleport to the wrong places. Jay will look down at the scroll he's found.
Yeah.
Jay knows how to read Abyssal. Can Jay read this scroll?
It's Illithid.
Damn it! I thought Abyssal was Illithid. My bad.
No.
Here, I can read it in a minute.
Who's going on the helm?
I guess I'll try, since I think
You've been
I have the
teleporting around all this time,
intelligence.
so
technically. So yeah, I'll try.
Okay, so you get into the major helm, you sit down, and prior to the major helm, you sit down, you put the power in, it goes straight. But now as you sit down and you think of Clanks, you need to roll me an intelligence check and looking for a 15.
Hey,
A 15.
There we go.
So the image of Clanks, the 5 asteroids held together by these metal bridges in the bar in between, right in the middle, pictures in your head. And now the ship is now flying on its own, dodging everything, going out. How many spell slots are you putting in?
We'll do a 4th level.
4th level. Okay. So at 4th level spell. So you're like flying along really fast, dodging these things, and these dragons, or you're past actually some of these dragons as you're going way faster. And now eventually there is a bit of downtime of about probably, let's do, somebody roll me a d4.
I believe in my D4 skizzles.
4 hours of downtime here.
Oh no.
What are you guys doing?
Here. I can read this stuff. Give me a minute.
You can't.
And
You're
hold
flying
on.
the ship. If you get off,
Oh, yeah.
the ship stops.
welcome to the fun of being a pilot. Jay will go into his room and pull out a very big wrapped something that was placed underneath his bed when he went unconscious.
Okay.
And takes it up and then goes over to Kurgan. And Kurgan, you know Cloud's sword from Final Fantasy? The one that's bigger than he is?
I know it.
The best sword.
Jay hands you, holds that out to you, as it is obviously one of the giant swords from those fire giants earlier that Jay picked up.
That's awesome.
Oh my god! Jay! Oh, you know me so well!
I thought you might enjoy this.
Kurgan hugs Jay and then he takes the sword and has a few practice swings.
That thing is 250 pounds.
Yeah. There's like up and then down. There's no like full circles unless you're tearing into the floorboards here.
You say it's 250 pounds?
Yep.
Kurgan's carry capacity is 270.
Hey.
Falls over. It takes it and just like, bonk. You guys see the ship, or this 5 asteroids connected together by this bridge, and in the middle of the asteroid is this bar with a neon sign that says Clanks, the CLANK''S, kind of all light up, flicker a little bit, and then go out. And there are tons of ships that have docked on all these asteroids, and there's one particular ship, or something looks weird. It's like a skyscraper that has landed on it, and it's made out of like this crystalline shell of it with these little holes inside. And you see people milling about in there, and there's actually people loading cattle on the bottom of this skyscraper as you're coming in for a landing. Kurgan, do me the honors of roll me a landing spot here of strength with advantage, looking for a 15.
Come on. Hey, 26.
Perfect. He's a pro. Slides right to an empty spot. These gnomes run up and grab the ropes and tie you in and bring you to the side of the asteroid. A little deck comes down from your ship, and you can now walk, get a little plank. Now you guys can walk onto the asteroid.
I will immediately grab the scrolls and sit down and start casting Comprehend Languages.
Okay, and that's 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, and Kurgan?
I think that I'm just going to try and just like find a place in my cabin for like where this sword can go up on my wall or something.
Okay, excellent. You're dragging this in, and Zoroth, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not, it's very unknown place. I'm gonna wait until someone else goes inside before I go outside,
Okay, so I see you kind of lean... Go ahead.
I am going to wait like near the exit, but I'm not going out myself.
Yeah, I see you kind of like leaning over the railing, kind of like observing everything, like taking it all in.
This is all very new to me.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I see. You just like, what is happening? And Jay.
Jay will go into the vault. Jay would like to go into the vault.
Yes. Okay. Go into the vault. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Whoa. 22.
You feel your crystal of creation beckon you towards it, and it's saying, "Take me with you."
Now, this is I don't know how meta this question is. Jay would like to do a thing, and according to Jay's head,
Yeah.
does Jay think that is a good idea? Does Jay think like, maybe we should, from what I know about crystals of creation, how they discuss? Or would Jay think, oh, that's just the crystal tempting me again, like it always does?
I feel that's insight for your character. So go ahead. Why don't you roll?
Inciting. What's the temptation of this time? 26.
Okay, flavor it. What do you think? What's Jay feel?
So what Jay does is Jay thinks long and hard. And Jay thinks about how they always keep on tempting him. So what Jay will do is Jay will go over and he won't take it out of its, like, I don't know if we gave it a little velvet cushion or something, but Jay thinks about it and Jay will touch the crystal. Not to pick it up, just to lay his hand on it and see if it's going to show him anything.
It shows you the Phlogiston and the Astral Sea swirling together in your mind's eye. It shows that the ship you are on is like disappearing in your mind's eye. You see you, Kurgan, Charles, Tex, all of you that are bonded. It shows you picking Zoroth off the ground and pointing him off into where the Phlogiston and the Astral Sea are swirling around. It shows every one of you bonded that has its crystal shard or crystal creation in your hand, and all of a sudden you break free of this image.
All right, Jay then let's go untouches it.
Yep.
And then Jay will place the mind flare head on the trophy wall, and then leave the vault and lock it again.
Awesome. And Rockard salutes and he says, "Is everything okay, boss?"
Yeah. Crystal creation's being weird again. Don't worry about it.
You got it. You hungry? And he holds out a drumstick.
Is that Eric Cocker or is that normal?
Never mind. Go along. Have a good day. And he takes a bite out of it. Okay. And Zoroth, you see Igor, which is this ogre. He's got like 5 crates, and there's something glass in there, and he's carrying it down the gangplank. And you see this boy, who you know is Timmy, and he's telling him, "All right, set it up over there. We need the table set up. Let's go. We're open for business." And he starts calling out, "Hey, open for business!" And starts setting up like these vials on this table.
Oh no.
So they're selling files. They're probably filled with something, aren't they?
Yeah, they're filled with this, like... Actually, you're from Eberron. Why don't you give me a perception? See what you can see, if you can see it good enough. 20, perfect. You can see it good enough. Now, why don't you give me a history?
Look, I'm going to over my best skills.
You definitely see what's in there. In history, you know it's dragon's blood. It's a pretty powerful arcana... potion that's highly addictive that can make you like your arcana like double in power and whatnot, but super high. You've seen people strung out on dragon's blood and it's not pretty. It can actually kill you, burn you from the inside.
Makes you better arcana, you say?
God, listen, we tried to avoid giving it to Tex for so long.
I'm already
Now we're just giving it to
3 other
Zoroth.
things.
And he's selling it. So he's like, open for business. 300 gold pieces per vial. 300, and that's a deal. 2 for 500. I'm gonna call a blue man, straight all blue, and wearing a very fine outfit comes up and it's like, young man, and you hear him talking and he's kind of bartering with him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye out. It's not my position to judge. For people selling.
Yeah.
Well, technically, what will be like liquid meth, something like that. But
Yeah, can we get another age check? How old is Timmy?
13.
Well,
just had a birthday.
13? 13, yeah, you're right. 13-year-old selling crack, it's fine.
yeah,
It's not normal, it's magic, which means it's A-okay. Not our business. What are we normal non-magical folk to do getting involved in magical affair?
Oh yeah, we're just muggles. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Sorath's new and we're muggles, so we can't judge. We're not gonna say anything.
All right, we got 10 minutes of studying this book. You can read languages here.
Yes. I'm starting with the scrolls.
Okay, we are going to let the dice decide how important this is. 1 is very mundane, and 100 is very important. Why don't you roll me a percentage?
All right.
Let the dice decide.
Ooh,
Oh, a
76.
76. Okay, this is battle plans. It shows that they are amassing a ton of dreadnoughts. There's 250 dreadnoughts, and then there's commandeered ships. So it seems like it is a inventory of ships in only this one area. Not where they're going, but inventory. That's the scroll.
Yeah. And what about the other one?
Roll me a percentage die, please.
Right.
This one is pretty much a letter, a poetry of Illithid poetry, something about beautiful tentacles and on this woman that he wanted to eat her brain. Not very great.
For myself.
Yeah. Okay. And
then the book.
Okay. Which one are you going for?
We'll do the old one first.
Got it. Go for it. Very important role here.
On D100, come on.
Dang
It's
it.
a cookbook!
No. This is, you need to decipher. It's in the cipher. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't figure this out. Go ahead. You want to do the other one?
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, an Illithid cookbook, Rockard might actually enjoy that.
It's true. That is true.
Jeez.
And that one is your Illithid cookbook. There you
Yes. This scroll
Yeah.
was because that's like what they eat.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
go.
Gotcha.
Illithid cookbook. Okay.
And then the other one's in a cipher.
A cipher. It's an important book to you. You can tell something's going on with it, but yeah. All right.
As he finishes with that,
Yeah.
Shay would like to head up to Charles and say, I was out of it for a lot of that at the end. But did you happen to, I believe I saw you pick up the thing that Kay had.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was,
the shard?
yeah, the shard. What happened with that? Are we good? Please don't tell me it's
Yeah.
another prophecy.
No prophecy yet. I mean, I touched it, got a vision of dragon, and telling me that I've got, part of Eberron in me and whatnot, and not really telling me to destroy the universe or anything, so I take that as a good sign.
Got it. No destroy the universe, no lust for power, none of that.
No more so than usual.
And Jay, of course, will incite that because that's what he would in character do.
Yeah. And deception or
Yeah.
you don't have to do you can just roll straight if you don't want to say and just add your modifier and let us know.
Okay.
That way we don't know what you roll.
-1, so 12.
Okay. What does he read?
He wasn't really lying about anything. He's a little more shaken up than he's acting like. But I mean, it was being more or less forthright.
Yeah, and now we're rolling. How about you roll me a hunger?
Yeah, it's been a while. Unsave. Let's do this. There it is.
So what happens?
As soon as he says, you know, I'm fine or whatever, Jay, you would definitely notice that the black inky plague that is all over him at this point, you know, and his eye, like from behind the eye patch, you can tell that his eye is going crazy. And then his good eye just turns like blood red. And he just goes, no. And
What's wrong?
I'm hungry. And since it's been so long, I think that he would just straight up try and take a bite out of you because it turned out so well last time.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Make an attack roll.
Yeah. You guys figure
Yeah,
it
just
out.
make one attack roll, and see if you hit Jay. Because Jay would attempt. Jay doesn't want to be bit.
That's an 8. He comes snarling up instinctively as you get close, but you, with your reaction, what do you do?
Yeah, Jay leans back out of it because he could tell something wasn't right once his eyes start going crazy. And Jay will just do a quick throat punch and attempt to... Can you roll a con save for stunning strike?
Yeah, you got it. You should... Yeah, you'll have to roll an attack roll because his tattoos
that's
that
right.
protect him are, like, reactive, you know?
Alright, ignore the damage on this because he's not trying to hurt you. Natural 1, miserable
This is
fail.
awesome. This is...
Fucking Jay just wild swings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Charles is, like, crazier than you've seen him, and he, like, fairly, like, dodges your blow.
Yeah. Why don't you come back at him with a foot thing bite, please?
Yeah.
Jay was trying to do it cool, so yeah.
He's like, oh, help, and tries to bite you again. 18?
It just barely misses.
Okay.
Oh. Where are you trying to bite?
Any bit of flesh that...
Oh, so
you can
his arm that missed wildly is out there, perfect for you to seize. Then, what do you do, Jay?
Jay just quickly, Jay, overcorrects because he's not used to having a missing arm yet, and lurches back, and, the teeth kind of snap on the bandages of his old arm, and that's how it just barely misses.
Before you attack again, Civil comes in between you two and says, guys, you guys don't need to fight.
Bad idea.
Charles, make a thing. Take a bite.
Wait, did Jay get his action?
Oh, actually, yeah. You see your action there. What?
All right.
So,
Jay. I wish I had something to knock her out of the way. All right. Yeah, I don't really have a thing other than Jay kind of does a kind of video game like Arkham Asylum dodge over her and attempts to kick down at Charles.
okay, so you're going to jump over her to kick on him, right? So
Yeah.
roll me an athletic, looking for a 15.
9.
Oh, no.
Oh, Civil.
Yeah, you hit her. She stumbles into Charles. Very vulnerable attack with advantage.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I want to punch Charles. No. Stop it.
I'm sorry. And, dirty 20. There
Yep.
it is.
Sink right in, like old school vampire, right into her neck.
Yep.
And pumping blood. And everybody is just
Accent.
shocked. Anybody want to do anything? I think Zoroth, you're on deck there. Kurgan is la-da-da nailing this sword to his wall. Looks, it's a little uneven. Let move the hilt up a little bit. And Zoroth, you see the Charles and Jay start hitting each other and fighting each other, and then Charles just sinks his teeth into the side of Sybil's neck, and blood is just trickling down the wound.
Wait, that is an attack I can see, right?
Correct.
Something.
What is it?
I'll
There it is. Sorry, silver regards. Okay. So you see his D20, and you want to re-roll that, his attack?
Yeah, and I have to basically I give him disadvantage.
Okay, give him a... Yeah, so that was a straight roll. So he would still hit a 20, would be...
does it say re-roll or give disadvantage?
It says you distract trigger. Must re-roll the D20 and use the lower roll. So let's just roll the next roll and whatever it is.
Yeah.
Come on, you can just nat 1. I believe
this
you.
is silvery bar.
Or nat 20 and kill. Yeah. Or nat 20 and kill.
Oh! Yeah, sorry.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, so it's a lower roll.
So the 20 is...
Naturally, this is when my good rolls come in this session.
And as this is going on, you see a hooded figure walk up the gangplank wearing a blue robe. And he looks up and he has a tattooed tribal symbol on his face. Very handsome man. And he's like, what's going on here, guys?
Do we recognize him?
It is Jace Bellerin.
Oh, the arcane. No, not the arcane. Jace, different guy. Sorry, my bad. Thinking of arcane from earlier.
Jace is the guy from Magic the Gathering from Ravnica who...
Yeah, the one who like...
Yes. Yeah.
He's...
one moment, Jace. Jay goes back and attempts to punch Charles in the face again.
Go ahead, roll to attack.
I say that he'd have advantage because I'm so focused on...
Also, I can use the silvery barbs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
Just
Just
roll to attack.
With advantage because of me.
24.
24.
24 does hit.
Okay.
You don't take damage, but roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oh,
Frickin-
snap! Blood is... and Jace comes up and he puts his hand on in front of you and roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Which person? Jay or Charles?
Charles.
24.
20. Oh my god. And you feel sleep is coming over you, but you fight it and you are still he's like, what the hell is come over this guy?
Yeah.
Did I get my reaction back?
No, same turn because Jay went and now he went.
Can I punch him more? I want to flurry of blows and just beat the hell out of Charles now.
I think you're satiated.
Okay. Alright. I will immediately look away and try to do first aid on him.
Okay. Do a medicine check.
Shoot, I'm so sorry about that. There's the nat 1.
Oh, yes! He actually making it worse, and as he's trying to seal it up, blood is shooting up.
I'll just yell, somebody help her.
He just accidentally gives her rips open her aorta or something.
You know what? I'll cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Okay. And the wound seals up, a little bit of scar. She's unconscious. Jace looks at you guys and is like, you guys are a hot mess.
All right. I have multiple things to say now that, Sybil's not dying, I believe. So, Jay turns to Charles. So, you're an intelligent fellow. When we go out there, ask for blood and keep it on you. feel that's a great way to get a magical container asked for, but keep it on you so this doesn't happen. Do you think that'd be possible? I don't know enough about magic enchantments.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if it's the blood itself. Like, I don't know if drinking from a canteen would work exactly, but it's worth a shot.
Yes, the point is you have it on you and you drink it.
Civil.
Okay. But if that fails, we have to just drink it regularly, and don't hold off. Drink it regularly from us. Civil. I appreciate what you are doing here. It is a very bad idea to at any time stand in the middle of a fight between any of us.
And she looks at Charles a little bit, looks at you, tears are kind of forming in her eyes, and she just runs off.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Traumatize.
I'm going to go over here for a minute.
Wasn't she unconscious?
Yeah, but when you healed her, she
Okay.
regained consciousness.
And lastly, Jace, I appreciate you trying to intervene. You seem like a great person. I must say, please don't use weird mind tricks on the party without asking first.
I'm just trying to help, and don't mean to step on any toes. Thought she could use a little of assistance. I'm just here to pass along a message/invitation. I was told to go here, look for the bonded, and tell you guys that there is a meeting in the ethereal plane, and we are supposed to have our trip on, and he points to the skyscraper over there of gems, and he's like, and you need to bring your orbs, or your crystals of creation, I was told.
Jay sighs at the fact there is now a new prophesized term for us.
Are you guys coming to the Radiant Citadel or not? And that's where we'll end this session.